Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all had a great lunch. We had this like 3 hours to relax, and I hope you are now with fully charged batteries in order to continue with our webinars. To begin, today we're going to have our presenter, Mariela Chino. I can see that a lot of teachers have already joined us. I see like 20 already. Just in case, before we start with the presentation, I would like to clarify that the attendance will be controlled just at the end. So about 10 minutes before we finish the presentation, I am going to send you the link and I'm going to post a pin in order for you to fill out your attendance. Now it's not going to be two, as we said in the morning, it's going to be just one at the end of the presentation. Okay? Okay, guys. Okay, people, let's start. Well, let me introduce Mariela Chino. She's an English teacher. She studied English at the CBA. I think most of us already know her, or everyone knows her. And now she's been working at the CBA La Paz for more than 15 years. She also studied education at La Salle University, and nowadays she's helping in the academic department as a teacher counselor. And today she's going to share a very nice tool with us. Her presentation, as on the title says, is Edpuzzle in the Good Classroom. Thank you for being here and welcome, Maria.
Thank you very much, Danny. Thank you very much, and good afternoon, my dear colleagues and friends. Today, I would like to share this application and this platform as well, which was very helpful for me during these virtual classes. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you liked this presentation. And whatever question, please, you are free to ask. Okay. So let's start. Thank you very much, Danny. So let me share my screen with you so you can see it. Okay. Okay. Many of you know that YouTube is one of our great tools nowadays because we can share videos. We really like watching videos, and our students do so too. So in this workshop, I would like to share these videos and the way I connect them with the Google Classroom and with the Edpuzzle. So I connected the YouTube video to our Google Classroom using the Edpuzzle. Yes? And I'm going to show you step by step how to work with this. And the first question, what is Edpuzzle? What is it? Edpuzzle, as it says, is a highly secure platform that allows teachers to make any video their lesson. So with this tool, we can make any of our videos, our lesson. We can adapt, we can customize the videos to our needs. Yes. You can create your own questions with a video, and you can assess your students as well with these questions. Yes. And we can have a track of their progress in each of these videos. Yes. Okay. So, and we can have our students working with this. They can work with a cell phone. They can work on a laptop. This platform is friendly with any of these devices. Yes. With the Edpuzzle, our students, this is something good about this because our students can work on their own pace. They can repeat the video. They can watch the video as many times as they need in order to get or to answer the questions that are posted there. Yes. And the good thing about this is that we can control our students' progresses as well. We can decide our students not to just skip the video. We can make them watch all the video we want. Yes. So since we are working with the Google Classroom, yes, this is the way I'm going to teach you step by step how we're going to be doing this. Okay. Yes. You might recognize this. This is our Google Classroom. And these are some videos that I have posted in my class, in my Google Classroom. Like, for example, you can see there is the coronavirus. Let me change this to a pointer. Yes. There is the video, which is coronavirus. Yes. And if you see there, it's in the Google Classroom, but this was posted from the Edpuzzle. Yes. And I can also choose the day and the time I want to be this video to be posted. Yes. Yes. And if you see as well, this video, it says Edpuzzle. The video was Alma. That was the video. And I just assigned this to all my students, and all my students were assigned. All of them received this, everything in a Google Classroom as well. Yes. And the good thing about this Edpuzzle is that we can see our students' scores immediately once we finish with the grading the exercises. It can be posted there. The students can see their scores. Yes. And they can keep track of their all the activities they have done in the Edpuzzle as they do in the Google Classroom. Yes. And you see there, it's there. It's the coronavirus, the score they got, and the date. It was the deadline, which was June. So yes, and all the videos are there on their students' platform. Yes. And how do we start? So the first thing, what we have to do in order to work with the Edpuzzle. If you want, we can do it together at the same time now. Yes. The first thing that you have to do is go to edpuzzle.com. Right there. Once you are there, you just write down this information here in the searcher. Yes. You just write down edpuzzle.com, and automatically you are going to be sent to this page. And then from here, it's a little bit more mechanically. So we just click there and get started. There. Just start there. And we are going to have these two options there. One is the I am a teacher and I am a student. So we are going to sign as a teacher. So we are going to choose I am a teacher. Okay. Then we're going to be sent right here. Yes. That's going to pop up there. And we have to register with our Google account. Yes. Now we have our personal Google account. We can use that. Or we can work with the CBA account as well. Yes, because it belongs to Google. So that's what I did. So I just signed in with Google, and I sign it with the institutional account I have, which is Mariela Chino and CBA Edu.bo. Yes. And I do this, and then I just write down my password there. Yes. And that is it. And our Edpuzzle platform is already done. Yes. Something good about this is like, if you can see right here, my account is already being created, and also our institution is being recognized right here. Yes, which is the Centro Boliviano Americano, because we have some teachers that are already working with this Edpuzzle. Yes. So this is already our platform there. This is mine, and this is my class. Right now it's empty because I don't have any students, but I'm going to teach you how to import your students from Google Classroom. And here in this corner, we have different options, different videos and different platforms there. Like YouTube, Edpuzzle also has their own videos, National Geographic, TED, and so on. Yes. And as I was telling you, we are going to be working with the YouTube. Yes. Once we do that, we have to go to my class. We just click on there to my class. And right now I have 0 students right here. Yes. So I'm going to import them. What I do, I just click on my class, and then this is going to be displayed there. And if you see there, right here on the bottom, we have Google Classroom. Yes. And we can import them from there. So I just click on there, Google Classroom, and this is going to be shown again. And I have to choose the account I have registered with, which is this. All right. So I just click on there, and there we have the permissions. This is nothing wrong. Yes. So if you want, you can read it. but the only thing you can do is like press here, allow, and that is it. Yes. And if you see here on the corner, I have all my class imported. All my students from Google Classroom are here. Yes. And you decide if you want, you can choose all of your classes right here by clicking here. Yes. You can choose them all. Yes. And you can have all your students here. Yes. Or if you want some of them, I don't know, like remedial course, I want remedial tab 933, I don't know. Yes. This time we're going to focus with one of them. Yes. And then you do just like this. Click, 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 and then import. Please select the class you want to import. I will select one, which is this one. Yes. I'm going to import that class. So once I decide which class I want to be here, which course I want to have in this Edpuzzle platform, I just click there and I import. That is it. Yes. And as if you can see there, my class, my course, which was remedial course, is already being imported and it's in my platform already, in my class. Yes. For the moment, and the due assignments, I have nothing, don't, neither right here, but my students, yes, they are there. If I click there, I will see all my students. Yes, I got 22 students and all of them are there. Yes, something good about this Edpuzzle is that we can change the name. Sometimes we have students with the different names or nicknames. We cannot even recognize them with their names are here or with the email accounts because they are totally different. Like this case, I had this situation. This is right here. I have a student whose name was Dorxa Sant, and in my attendance list, I didn't have this name. Yes, and I couldn't recognize her either because of because her Gmail account was something different, so difficult to recognize who she was. So fortunately, this Edpuzzle gives us the chance to change the names. We can modify them. So the only thing we gotta do is we go right here to these three dots there. We click, and this is going to be displayed, which says edit, reset password, or remove from class. So sometimes also happen that we have some students that are in a Google Classroom, but they don't really belong to our class. So we can remove them if we want to as well. Yes. So I want to change the name. So what I did is ask my students who was Dorxa, and I found out who the person was, and I edit the name. So I just click there and I edit, and the name was Dora Solares. That was the name. Yes, I made a change, saved it, and that's it. And if you see there, the name has changed, and I know that Dora is already there. Yes, so I can do that with all of my students. Once I do this, I make sure that all my students are there, that their names are correct, because I will grade them. I will check their work. So the second step is to assign, right? So I go there to my class. I am still in my class, but I'm going to start assigning work. So what I do, the first thing that I have to do in order to assign, I have to go to content. Yes. And I'm going to be taking right here to the content. And as a beginning we said, you can choose any of them right here. You can choose YouTube, TED Talks. TED Talks are great, yes. And but I'm gonna be focusing on the YouTube, which is my favorite now. So I just click on YouTube, and the page, all the YouTube page is gonna be shown here, yes. And here you can write down what you are looking for. I don't know, Edgar Allan Poe stories, Helen Keller, even grammar can be used. So I'm going to teach you how. Yes. Okay. So in order to show you how it works, we're going to be focusing on this one. I really like this Simon's cat. I really like these videos because they don't really speak. It's only images and videos, and these videos can be used with any level. Yes. So we're going to choose the first one. Yes, Simon the cat, and we are going to be choosing the first one. So what I do, I just click on the video, and this is going to be shown. Yes, that's the video. So what I do, the first thing that we have to do is to watch the video. Yes, so I watch the video. Why? Because we need to see what's the content of the video. Yes, and also to see how long it will last. So I just watched the video and I got to know that the video, it was very, very nice video and it was funny as well. Yes, and it lasts 1 minute and 38 seconds, as you can see right here, right? Okay, so if you see here, there is no information here, neither right here. So it's time to start working. So what I do, once I select the video, I have checked the content and I have seen how long it lasts. What I do is start editing. I will go to this little corner that we have 3 options, which is assign, copy, and edit. I will go to edit and I will click there and I'm gonna edit the video. Click there and I'm gonna be taking right here. Yes. In here, you have 3 options, which is cut, voice over, or questions. Yes. Let's start with the first option. Cut. So what happens if I press cut? I just click cut and the video is going to be shown this way. Yes. So as the name says cut, we can cut the endings. Even we can cut right here if we want to and start over and so on. So I decided, I thought that the video was a little bit long. So I decided to eliminate the intro and the ending as well. So I only cut. So I just moved a little bit and I cut right here and here. So I'm happy with this, with changes. So that the next thing to do, once I cut there, I have to go to finish. And that's it. Click on finished. And that is it. The video is already been reduced. You see, remember it was 1 minute and 38. Now it's 1 minute and 21 seconds. Yes. Then the voice that we're going to do it later. We're going to focus a little bit in the questions. So I already have the video there. So what I do, if you could notice there, I can work with questions and I have 3 options there. One, which is the multiple choice. Then I have the opened in the question and the note. Let's go to see one by one. Yes. The multiple choice question, as the name says, we can create a question with multiple choices. Yes. Multiple choice, this will be graded automatically. That's something good about the Edpuzzle as well. Whenever we have the multiple choice questions, the scores are automatically shown. Yes. So click in the grade button and so on. So that's what we do with the multiple choices. So if I click on the multiple choices, yes, this is going to be displayed. Yes. And here I can write down the question and here I can write down the options there or the possible options. Yeah. Then how else it works? You see the video. The video started with the little cat at the door, but I stopped the video in a specific part. I don't know. The video was going, I stopped there almost at the beginning and I want to ask a question. So what I do is I write down the question. Yes, something else. If you want to add more options, you can add it right here, which is add another answer. You can add more choices there, more options there. Okay? So what I do, I stop there. Sorry. I stop there and I start writing there the questions. And we're going to see it a little bit later how we're going to write each one. Yes? For the second option, we have open-ended questions. Open-ended question, as it says, and I really like this option because it says encourages critical thinking from our students. Yes, it's an open question and it's the same procedure. Yes, it's the same procedure. So we go right there. I decided, where to stop because the video was going on and I decided to stop here because I want to ask a question about that is seen there. And I write down my question here. What is it probably going to do next? I mean, referring to the cat, right? And once I have the question, the only thing I do is save, and that is it. Okay? That is the open question. We're going to do it little by little, yes? Then, I have also the option, which is the note. The note has two options. Yes, we can either write a comment or we can record our voices. Yes, so and it works like this. Yes, note. You can write down here piece of information. Yes, or you can record and you can record your voice giving a piece of information as well there, or saying something. Like you can tell your students, I don't know, you can record there and you can say like, okay, I want you to observe what is going to happen next, or something like this. Okay. Yep. So I already shown you how these questions are can be done. So let's do some. So I started there. I stop here and write down the question. Which one is the question? What is the cat trying to do? And I'm writing the options here. It is trying to go out to the park. It is trying to see through the window. And it is trying to go yard. Now, here there is a little mistake, and I'm going to tell you why I made that mistake. And it was done on purpose because we can do something else with this. Yes? I stop there and I have to check which one is the correct. Always, I gotta check which one is the correct. Yes, and I have to do save. And that's it. That is the first one. And this is going to be displayed. So this is the way the question is going to look. Our students are going to be looking at the question this way. They are going to see it this way. So what is the cat trying to do? And there are the options there. Yes. And I like the way it looks, so I say continue. And I continue with this. Yes. I'm going to do an open question there. The open question is there, the same. Yes, I like the question. I think I finished and I saved. Of course, where this is going to stop, and I just saved. Yes. If you see right here, I already have a multiple choice question. I have an open-ended question, and I'm going to continue there. I stop again. I save this. I'm going to keep on working one more. Okay, another multiple choice. I decide where to stop. Write down the information there, the question and the possible answer. I choose the correct option and save. Yes. You see, if you see here, I already have the options being developed. Yes. And I have here where the videos are going to be stopping. Yes. Note, I'm going to write a piece of note there because I need my students to learn something about this video. Yes, or I want to comment something. So I just go there, I stop there, I decide where this is going to stop, and I write down my note and I say, yes, cats don't really like water. Most of them hate getting wet. And then I just continue and I say save. Yep. Yes. And here, this is already continuing and I already have a note, I already have a multiple choice and so on. And I will continue and I will use one more thing there, which is note again, but this time I'm gonna record my voice there, right? And if you see there, I stop the picture there and if you can see the cat is getting, the kitten in this case, getting into the house, yes? And I want them to make a comment about that. So I just record my voice right there, yes? And this is what I record. I say the cat door was invented by Isaac Newton. I just wanted my student to know about it. It was just a little comment, a little note about it, yes? And we just write, continue. Yes? We are almost done. We are almost done. So, there is the video. This is the way it looks there, yes? There are the questions already being created and there are the video poses where the video are going to be stopping. Where is the video? When is the video going to be stopping? Yes? And something good about this platform is that you can change the title. Yes, you can change the title. And this was the first practice, so I write out Simon's Cat practice number 1. I save the changes right there, yes, by clicking here. You go there. I save the changes right here, yes, and that was it. I think it's ready, yes, and I just can start assigning it. So once all the questions are done, created, you cut it, and so on, you can go to finish because I have already finished, yes. Before we finish, in this exercise, I haven't used the voice over. And the voiceover is like recording your voice over the video. So it's like narrating the story, which is also very good. You can use this with your students. Your students can narrate these videos, right? But this time I have only used cat and questions, yes. So once everything is ready, I go to finished, and that is it. Yes, and this is the way the questions and the video is going to look. Yes, my multiple question, my open question, my notes, my recording, and so on. Yes, and I say, okay, done. You see, there are the poses, and I do finish. My video is ready to be assigned. Yes, so the next step. Right here, I already have, at the beginning, I had only 3 options. Now I have 4, which is assigned, edit, duplicate, and delete. I want to assign because I have already finished with my questions. So what I do is I just click on assigned, and I'm going to be taken right here. Yes. And right here, the first thing that we have to do is to make sure that we are choosing the course. So we click on the course there. Yes. And we decide, sorry, this one first, prevent skipping. This has to be on because if we don't, if this is off, students will be able to skip the video. But as I told you at the beginning, we can control this. Yes, so prevent skipping. And we start assigning the dates. So this is today's date, the starting date, when they are going to start. So I decided like July the 3rd. Yes, and I also have chosen the date and the time. Yes, starting date. And I will choose at the same time the due date, which is this, July 11th. Yes, and I choose there. And if you could see right here, we can see the how many days they have to finish all these videos there. And I also choose the date or the time in this case. Yes. Once I'm sure the dates are inserted or chosen, like the starting day and the due date, the only thing I do is save. And I save my times. Yes, and the date is already been saved. If you can see there, starting and the due date. Yes, something very important, it's crucial, is that we have to see this corner right here. You see, we have to choose, we have to put this on. It says post on the Google Classroom on. It should be on. So all this video is going to be posted there. Okay, so just click there, and I say assigned because I already have my course. I have my starting date and I have my due date, and I also check this, which is prevent skipping. I turn off the subtitles, but in this case we don't have subtitles, but there are some videos that they do have subtitles, and I have to make sure that this is on. Yes, and assigned. And this is the way our video is going to look. Yes, so there is a video, and if you see there, my students' name are already here. Yes, if they are watching the video, or if they watch the video there, the grade, the last watch, and the turn-in when they have finished this exercise. Okay, yes, and if you notice right here, it's my class, okay? And it says right here, posted on the Google Classroom. It's already been posted. I've been working on Edpuzzle, yes, but the exercise was posted on the Google Classroom. Yes. Yes. And if I go to my class right there, I will see this way. Yes, I have my course right here, and I have my due assignments, which is the video already. Yes, and the due date. Yes, I have this other option, the due date, which is gonna be shown, and my students there. Yes, and of course, I have to make sure that my course is there. Yes, and the due date. Now, I want to see their scores. I really like this at the puzzle as well because in a way it's somehow similar to the to our mail because it also has a grade book. And so I just go there. If I go to the grade book, I will be able to see my students. I will be able to see the videos that I have assigned, and I will be able to see the date as well, the due date. Yes. And here I have the due date, I have the starting time, and so on. Yes? You see? Now, this was the teacher's stuff. Now, how do our students see these videos? And how are they posted in the Google Classroom? Students see it this way. I also register in my Google Classrooms. I know that many of us do this. We register to see if everything is going all right. Yes. So I registered there, and the first thing that I have there is that the teacher has posted already there the piece of homework there. Yes, and I can see it. Yes. So I go there as a student. I go there. Yes, I check here. I go to where the work is being assigned, and I can see that the teacher assigned this video. Yes, from Edpuzzle. Yes, and it's in my Google Classroom, and I have here the date. Yes, the due date is also posted there and the time. Yes, and here says homework assigned, no tarea asignada in this case, right? And I go right here as a student to start working. Yes, and I click here, and this takes me to the video right away. Yes, and here I am working as a student, and I can see the video right there. Yes, and I can start working on the video. You see, there is a video. I'm watching the video, and the time the teacher decided to stop, the video stopped there. If you see there, yes, the video stopped, and I have to answer this question. Yes, I read a question and I answer the possible. I choose the possible answer or the possible one that is correct. Yes, and the video continues and it stops again. Yes, they will stop all these times. Yes. It stops again and it's going to be shown again. The open-ended question. Students will watch the video, yes, and they will have to answer. Now, this open-ended question, as I was telling you before, it's one of my favorite because it's a critical thinking question. So students will have to watch the video like twice. They can rewatch it like as many times as they want to. There is no problem. And they have to write down here all the answer, everything that they have seen there. Yes. Why is the cat looking at the bird that way? I don't know. The students can answer here because the cat might be hungry. I don't know. Yes, based on what they can perceive from the video. Yes. Once they are done, once they finish answering all the questions, something else. Sorry, I forgot this part. Once they finish, yes, they can answer in the multiple choice. This is another multiple choice question. If they check the correct one, as it was said before, Edpuzzle grades them immediately. As this student has chosen the correct one, and she's got like 100 there. Yes, and if the student has could choose a wrong one, the wrong option, it also is going to be shown as well. Yes, like a 0 out of it. And if the student wants it, they can rewatch it again and choose the correct option. So the main idea for this is to have them practice as much as they can. Yes, that's a good thing. And something good about the Edpuzzle as well, it's like we do at the CBA, it's over 80%, like the 80% is like passing score and 79 a failing score. So Edpuzzle does exactly the same. If a student got like the 80%, it's a passing score. If the student got a 79%, it's a failing score, and the student can rewatch the video one more time. Yes. Once the student finishes all the exercises, watch the video and so on, he will receive this little note right there. It says you are done. Show results. The students can see the result. Click there and they can see the results. And they say, video completed 100%. Correct responses 2. Remember that we have 2 multiple questions and then we have 4 open questions for the students. So 2 of them were already graded and 4 of them are going to be graded by us. Yes, by the teachers. And that's it. And to finish, the students, the only thing that they have to do is, something extra. Yes. The students can scroll down and they can see the questions. They can see what was wrong, what was not good with this. Yes. And the question is right here. What is the cat trying to do? And here is the question, the answer. The correct answer was this one. And remember at the beginning, there was a mistake. Yes. Students can also write comments there. Yes. And they can write out right here. And this part, that part is for the students. Yes. And they can say, teacher, I don't know if it is correct to say go jar. Is it correct? And I can answer that question. As teachers, we can answer that question. Or even though they can write any comment, teacher, I really didn't get the video. Can we talk later? I don't know. Yes. And that's it. And the students are already done. Yes. So once they finish that, once they have seen the question, write a comments and so on, the students only just close the platform and that's it. The scores are already kept and recorded. Yes, that is it. Now, how do we see it when a student already finishes the exercises? In our Edpuzzle, we're going to see like this. Out of my 24 students, one student has already finished, and I have right here new assignment and so on, and I have that the student has answered four questions. Remember that 2 of them were already graded, so I have to check this. So the only thing I do is I go there, click there, and I can see that one of my students has worked, which is right here. See, I go there to see because I have to check the answers. And I'm going to be taken right here. And I can see that this student right here, yes, has watched all the video. I can see the time, how much time that person has spent. In this case, it's a minute, which is a little bit weird, suspicious, yes. And turn on the date in which the person turned in the video, yes, and the time, yes. And in this part, I can see how many times the student has watched the video, yes. You see there, the student in the second part, which was the second question, was an open-ended question. The student watched the video twice. There are students that watch 3, 4, 6 times and so on. But in order to practice, right? Yes. So, and I start checking there. So the multiple choice, the multiple questions are going to be just like this. They are going to be graded already. So this one that was an open question, I'm going to grade it. So I'm going to see, yes, what is it probably going to do next? It is going to go out and have fun, let's say. So I decided that was okay, yes, and I grade the student with the 90 out of over 100, yes. And if you see right here as well, this is already checked. I did that. The comment is right here. Remember the student wrote a comment? You can go right here and I can open and I can answer the comment. You know, you're right. and I can give a short explanation about this to my student, which is very helpful. Yes. And that will be, and the final score for my student is right here. Yes. And I can see as well that the student had some problems answering this last one. So I can talk to the student and I can explain what was wrong and so on. Yep. You see? And if you see right here, I already finished the check-in, grading the students. I already sent the scores. And in the Google Classroom, the student will be able to see like this, which is the homework or work already checked. Yes? And I can write a comment about this to the student, and the student can see here the score as well. Yes. Yep, that's the way it works. Now, these were some of the videos I have assigned to some of my students. Yes, and if you can see here in my grade book, I can see, I covered just the names there. I can see that some of them have worked like 20 minutes, 80%. All the scores were done, and you can keep track of your videos and the time they have spent, your scores, and this can be used to work with the students to make them practice again. If you see this student that got this score needs to practice a little bit more here, probably the student has done it very fast, and so on. You see, and it is a great tool. Yep. And that is it. Basically, that is it. If I want, yes, something good about this, something good about the Edpuzzle is like we can create our questions, but we can also use somebody else or some other teachers there. I have created already the video, and if you see right here, my name is already here. Yes, and there is my video. Like I have 6 questions there, and I have 2 comments there, and one is a recording. But imagine if I want to use another video, if I want to use the same video, but I don't really have time to work with this, you can go and choose any of these ones right here. Yes, you can see, for example, here, Chandali, she's got like 25 comments, and she's recorded the voice. Probably you can use them as well. Yes, and you see right here, Enriquez has like 8 questions. Dennis James has 8 questions as well right here. So I can choose one. So I'm gonna choose this one. For example, imagine if I'm on a hurry and I want to use in another teacher's questions, I can do so. I go there. I'm gonna choose this one as I told you. Yes. And if you see, the questions are already done. Yes. And you can see here, it was a copy of Simon's Cat, and it was Kimberly Birch who did this. And the questions are here, open-ended, open-ended. And I can assign directly, but the best thing to do is, as I told you at the beginning, you should be the one that is going to be watching the video and seeing if the questions are good for the level, good for your class, and so on. So in order to see the questions, what I do is I go right here and I go to edit again. Yes, and I will be able to see the questions the teacher has written. So I say, where is the cat? Why is the cat hiding? What is the bird doing? So I like the questions, so I'm gonna choose them. I'm gonna use this. Yes. So and I do the same. If I want, I can cut this, as I was telling you. You can edit it. You can also change the name right here. Yes, you can say Simon's Cat Practice 2 if you want to save the title. And the only thing we do is finished. And this is already done. And if you notice, I changed the title, but already my name is right here because I have made these changes. But these questions were done by somebody else. Yes, and the only thing that I do is assign it. I assign again, and I follow all the procedure once back again. Yes, choose my course. I check the starting date, the due date, prevent from skipping. I just cancel the subtitles, and of course, it should be posted on the Google Classroom and so on. and I just posted once back again to my class. Yes, it's the same video, but this is practice 2, different questions. Yes, and it's already there in the Google Classroom again. Yes, and but this time what I did is like I programmed this by July the 5th. So this is going to be displayed. It's like any exercise we do at the Google Classroom, right? And if you see here, I have used some videos for this class. You see, I have used more than 6 right there. You can use well, this is a free the free account. You can use 20 videos. Could be yours or could be borrowed from another teacher, and you just can adapt it to your class. So, which is amazing, I guess, right? Something else that I did with this Edpuzzle is to work with grammar with the videos, which is possible. If you can see right here, it's like the present perfect. But what I did here is the same, the old procedure, like choosing the video and so on. But this time was grammar. If you see right here, I have chosen like multiple choice, multiple choice, multiple choice, because I want them to analyze. So once they start watching the presentation or the explanation, because this is what we sometimes do, we just assign videos in which the students can see the explanation to help them a little bit more. So I just place this video with the explanation. Yes, you see, they can see all the explanation there, and the video will stop in a part. Why? Because I want them to reflect about it, and I just write down the question right there. When do we use the present perfect? And it was in the previous explanation, so students can choose there. And if they want, they can rewatch again. Yes, and I continue working with this. You see, there are the structures, how we can form the present perfect, so on, and the same. It stops in a part of the video that I have chosen, and I just make them do this. How is the formula for the present perfect? And they just start choosing the correct one. You see? And right here, the note, remember the note we had before? The note also, I just place the video and I explain a little bit about already, ever, never, so students can only read. They don't have to do anything here. It's a note that I want to give them. You see? And once the explanation is done, I can just say, write 5 sentences using the present perfect, because these sentences are going to be checked by me. Yes? And basically, that is it. That is it.
Thank you very much, Mariela. I think it's a very nice tool, and we have very nice comments. A lot of people will even give it a try, which is
Oh,
awesome.
great.
Now we have a couple of minutes in order to answer some questions.
All right.
Well, the first question was already posted, and I think it was already answered. Anyway, I'm going to. Alicia was asking if we could download this app, Edpuzzle.
Yes, it is possible to download. You can download it in your cell phones. You can download it in your computer, tablet, so you can have it there in hand. It is possible. And the students can download as well. It's very, very simple to download it.
Good. Any other questions? Let me see. Well, I think we don't have any questions. A lot of people saying thank you. Thanks for sharing this idea. Thanks for sharing this tool.
You're
And
welcome.
well, I think we will all be using the Google Classroom now.
Yes, I hope you really like this platform. Students had fun with this because you can post even video musicals with the stops. It has quantity and quantity of uses there, so it goes as far as your imagination can go.
Great. That's great. That's awesome. Well, now that we're finished, I hope you can see the certificate of appreciation that we are going to give you. Of
Thank you
course,
very
for the
much.
moment, we have virtual certificate. Thank you very much, Mariela. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for sharing this great tool.
Mhm.
Appreciation will be delivered in your email address, of course, and your Gmail. And we would like to thank you for sharing your knowledge. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you.
this great idea tool and giving us this great guide to use it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And whenever you want, you know that you can just count on us. You can contact me, and I'm going to be more than happy to help you. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Mariela. Thank you, everyone, for attending. I have already sent the link and I have already sent the pin. So please don't forget to fill out the form, the registration form for your attendance to this webinar. Now we are going to have a 10-minute break and then we will be back with another great presentation.
Thank you very
See you
much.
soon.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.